There we go. Welcome back, everybody. Version dabs framework. Oh, they've got to wait for the server to do an update. Okay. That won't work then. Let's bot to their Discord. Anything in there that's useful? Yeah. Yeah. But I'm just seeing if there's a bit where I can raise a ticket. Just waiting back from the server owners. Okay, so if we get that one, we'll try a different one. I want to go to a winter server tonight, so but Dabs has just done an update, so there'll be a few issues with servers. Battle Matrix. Yes, they caught up with it. Give me a second. DayZ Winter. No third person. Try that one. If this works. Again, the word dabs will come to mind and might cause an issue. Hi, Germit's dad. Evening. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Really good, thank you. Yeah. Just trying to find a winter server that I can play on that's updated Dabs. Because Dabs did an update to their mod about an hour ago. So unless people have updated that mod on the server, no one can connect. So we're about to find out. Because I feel like a run in the winter. We're in. Excellent. So what have we got? A couple of heat packs, a bandage. Good. Get that off. Nobody is that in their life. Let's go a search. I'm not getting any sound. You guys might be, but I'm not. Give me a second. Yeah, it decided that I'm listening on NVIDIA. I'm certainly not listening on an NVIDIA. Headset is better. Ah, I've got sound again. There we go. Yeah, you got sound, I just didn't. But we have sound back. Never played this server before, so not sure what to expect. But it's cold, and it ain't the mask. And it's like really cold. It's good. Yeah, we need this. I might need to go up here to put it on. Deal with that issue. Can't rip up my hands, that's a shame. Okay. Right, we need a bang bang stick. Come on. Little friend. So, sort our inventory out while we're waiting for the zombies to get bored of us. Keep that for fire lighting for later on. That's not desperate yet. My CPU decides whether or not to use an onboard graphics of what is a GPU slot, whether or not to use onboard graphics, or what is the GPU slot. My CPU decides whether or not to use onboard graphics. There is a way, if you've got both, if you've got onboard and you've got a graphics card, you should be able to go into your Windows settings and tell it to only use whatever's better for you. So if you're running like a Ryzen chip that's got built-in graphics that's good, and that's better than your graphics card, you'd say that that should take priority. Typo. That's okay. Whereas if you've got an NVIDIA graphics card, it probably outweighs the Ryzen CPU, oblique GPU. And you can override it in Windows somewhere. If you've got both, it can be a little bit temperamental at times. Oh, I'm going to get cut a lot, aren't I? I might as well just die, it'll be easier. Because I'm not going to get out of this alive. Go on, take me out, you silly creatures. There you go. And we'll respawn. Ryzen 7800X3D, same as me. It doesn't have onboard graphics. For some reason, my machine, so I'm running a 4070 Super Ti with it, or Ti Super. But the machine, my PC settings, think, hi there, Polk, or Puke, Elf, best CPU at the moment, especially for gaming. I agree, I was really happy with it. I've only had it about 3 weeks. But Windows thinks I've got a onboard graphics as well. So I'm same. So Elf, I'm running on a winter server tonight. I haven't done winter for a long time. The server's got numbers on it. We're about 50% full. And it is a cold winter server, not just a winter looks good server. So I expect to die. Okay, so I don't have an APU on mine. I have mine, and then I have a NVIDIA 4070 Super Ti running as my graphics chip. But Windows does think I've got one. Actually, I want to go that way, don't I? So I want to do my normal run, but in winter. Am I closer? No, this way. Yeah, this way. I had a hand-down GPU from my bro. I had a 3080 and a Ryzen old school 9500X up until a month ago. And then my motherboard blew up on the PC. Well, it didn't blow up. The PCIe slot died. So I was forced to upgrade. Now, I could have just bought an old school motherboard and used my old bits. But it didn't. It seemed like a good opportunity to start again. And I had a 4070 Super Ti just happened to be sat here waiting for an opportunity to run it. So I built a new system. Really happy I have. Come on, let me climb. Thank you. Is that a jumper? It is. That's what I want. And it's in snow. Cam. Even better. Should we put that down there and that down there and that down there. That can go there, and we're going to carry that for the moment. DayZ in it. That can go there. We are going to carry that for the moment because we can turn it into a pair of gloves later if we're lucky. What motherboard did you go for? I got a Gigabyte, whatever the mid-range one is. Oh, you little creature. X790, no, not 690. I got the 460 to start with, and it wouldn't run the CPU. Yeah, so I got the 460 motherboard to start with, and it wouldn't recognise the CPU or the RAM, which was a bit annoying, to say the least. So I had to do a swap out. And then got just stick to the MSI, NVIDIA and Intel, and you can't go far wrong with it, in all honesty. You know, I'm a bit of a geek, so don't ask me which board I've got without me looking in my board cupboard. Yeah, so the 650 I got would not, that I had initially, I had a MSI 650. And it would not pick up, as I said, on the CPU. It just wouldn't accept it. So I sent it back, got a refund, and got the 790 board, I think it is. Me saying what I got. Give me a second. I have a... So I got the Chernarus X670 Elite AX board from Gigabyte. It cost me £140 more than the MSI version. But put everything in and it ran first time. Oh, and most things will run DayZ. The only reason I'm running probably a newer system is because I want to stream other games at 4K. Streaming DayZ at 4K is not really an issue. My old system would do that happily. Put that there. Take that. Don't need the spark plugs. We're never going to use it because we don't do cars. Do want, but yeah. Me. Come on, let's have a little talk through here. So yeah, but when I looked online at the board I had problems with and started looking into it a bit further, because normally when I buy a system I spend months researching everything. The problem I had was I didn't have months because my system blew up. Yeah, I think Helldivers would put my system into meltdown. Yeah, so I just had to buy. So I bought the first thing I found that would supposedly work. When I looked into YouTube after it didn't work a bit further, there were a lot of reports on that board having problems. And everyone was saying, like, stay away from it, do not buy this board. So, my own mistake, but I got a refund, it's fine. So I have Grey Zone, and my old Ryzen 9, old style, with 3080 and 32 gigs of RAM at 4K would give me a stuttery 60 FPS, and it wasn't streamable. Yeah, board I had didn't want to work for me. Did not. No, I didn't have the Gaming Plus, but the board didn't want to work for me at all. MSI just, and I've never had a problem with MSI before, but this time there was. It's life. Do I want leggings? No, I don't. So yeah, sometimes you get a bad board, and if I'd had a second system, I could have flashed the BIOS and made it work probably. I just didn't have that luxury because I needed a system. So one of the games I play is, or I want to play, as I said, is Grey Zone, but I want to do it at 4K. So I needed a better CPU and RAM and GPU to do 4K Grey Zone. This new system, without any tweaking, will do 4K in Grey Zone at 120 to 140 FPS, which is more than double what I could get before. With a bit of tweaking, I'll probably get 150 FPS, which is then streamable, because you lose some when you stream. We need to eat that. I do realise we're cold, but we need to find a knife. Yeah, and that's the thing. My monitor won't even run 4K. 4K. Do you need 4K? No, you don't. No, you don't. As a streamer, putting 4K, YouTube loves 4K content. So the algorithm likes 4K, likes 1440p, then 4K, then 8K. It's all it cares about. So being able to push out 4K content makes sense for the algorithm. Obviously, I realise I'm nowhere near making money off YouTube yet, but one day maybe. So my aim was to build a system that was YouTube friendly for the algorithm. I bought a 4K monitor earlier this year, and I've got two 1440p monitors at the side. One that you guys are on plus OBS, and the other one that I run with Discord on it. Talking of that, for some reason Discord is not on at the moment, and I need to put Discord on in case I have a problem on the other server. There we go, that's that dealt with. Sorry about this. System is really not playing tonight properly. But if that's what you do and that's what your system does, that's all that matters. You don't need it, you know. If I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't have anything near the setup I've got now. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You know, I say I'm not then earning. Yeah, I'm still growing at around 30 subs. Oh, food is an issue now then. Around 30 subs a month. As of yesterday, my watched hours hit 4,000, which is what you need for the 1,000 sub bit. So long as I can keep that there, then it is just now about growing numbers. Beanie's going to be better than Jungle Hat, but we really need food and a pair of gloves. Or we need to die in a loud and grotesque military manner and find our body. I mean, with my system, I had no plans to upgrade until next year. And roughly what I've got now is what I would have got. But I wasn't aiming to do that until next year. It wasn't a cost I could warrant. But I couldn't warrant not having a computer either. And my 3080, my RAM, my other bits and pieces, I will get some money back on. I mean, not what I paid, but thank you. Those likes are nice. We like those likes. Those likes are good. It helps. Again, drives the algorithm. And YouTube is all about driving the algorithm. I mean, half my problem is I stream. YouTube doesn't yet like streamers. It likes video producers. But that's okay. I stream on YouTube because YouTube will allow 4K streaming without having to be some sort of strange partner. Oh, there we go. At least something that goes bang, even if we've got no food. 1 round of ammo. Look at us, we're like endgame. Give me something to eat, game. It'd be amazing. There's something. That's high installation. That's high. We'll stay with what we've got then. It's high and camouflaged. Well, it's white. Hello, Mr. Z. I want your rucksack. So we're going to hopefully survive more than about 10 minutes on here. But you never know. Jeez. I do like winter servers. I don't like Namalsk. I'm not a Namalsk fan. Never have been. I don't really do alien end of game content. It's just not me. I understand that people love it. I just don't. Dinner. There we go. We live to fight another day. We're going to have to walk, aren't we? Because we can't. We've got to preserve calories as much as we can. a little bit annoying. Our hunger won't last long before we're hungry again. But we're trying to make our way down to our normal loot up spawn space. That's the aim. But there are players on the server, as I said. It's a reasonably popular server. I wanted to try, there's a different survival, hardcore survival winter server I wanted to try, but they haven't updated dabs yet. And until they do, I won't be able to get on it. And that's like winter hard. It describes itself as hardcore winter, and looking at the mods, it is hardcore winter. And they had like 4 people surviving badly on it. But I do like survival servers. Can we search trash on this one? .308. Thank you very much. I know. The trouble is, the chicken with nothing on my hands won't be a chicken that's worth eating. And there is normally a chicken spawn around here somewhere, isn't there? I'm going to check the trees in case they've forgotten to turn off apples. Because when I run hardcore winter, I turn off apples. But you never know, they might not have done. BB Plus then. For your base building mod. Night Elf, have a good sleep. Thanks for calling in. Massively appreciated. Must be morning for you. Early morning? I'm guessing. Right, let's search for some apples. There won't be any, will there? They would have turned it off because they know what they're doing. Right, give me a knife. And we need a knife and a chicken and a pair of knife, chicken, pair of gloves. That'd be good. But a knife would do. Knife, we can make gloves. Chicken, we can then eat. Don't know if you can cut a chicken up using a hoe. But the struggle of winter survival is a nightmare. So how are you finding your system then? Is that Gurmit's dad? Is that the one? Water's a problem now as well. How surprising. Not really where I wanted to start. I need a start location that's down and round the corner a bit. That's alright though. We'll die and we'll get another spawn. That's a good point, can I? You can. Thank you. Which gives me a pair of gloves. Yeah, I'm so impressed with this CPU. Compared to where I was, it runs really well. It doesn't generate anywhere near the amount of heat the other one did. It's a massive improvement. It's about half. It's running about half the temperature that the other one ran at. It's like, huh? Yeah, I live with hand wraps. It doesn't have no mouse survival on here, so I don't have to worry about frostbite. Just cold. we're not going to survive this anyway. But should we be sensible and die about here? Can I commit suicide with a hoe? Because I don't want to ruin my gun. Then if we spawn somewhere near to here, we can find our body. That's what I'm thinking. Yes, I can. There we go. That was nice and close, wasn't it? Hi there, Just DNA. Good afternoon. I'm new to the channel. I've hit the like button, and I'm here to learn. Okay, not a problem. You new to DayZ? What can I say? Oh, we're playing a hardcore snow server tonight. You might get to laugh at me a lot as I die a lot. Basically, I need to find which way did I go off? That way? No, I would have gone this way, further down where the bridge is my body, hopefully, and then we can get dressed and move on. That's the aim, anyway. And welcome. Are you a DayZ player? Not a problem. Ah, there's the bridge where we mysteriously died of a disease that I've inflicted on myself using a garden hoe. Now, there are players on the server. It is a PvP server. The chance of getting ourselves to a position to shoot people when all we really want to do is get warm and get food is... But there's my body. Mysteriously, now we just need a knife. Up there, that one there. Games are good. I die all the time. What's your funniest death? Mine would have blew myself up because I can't toss a grenade. Probably the same thing. I can play DayZ. I've got nearly 5,000 hours in DayZ. But I can't throw a grenade. I press G and it drops at my feet. Or the dreaded, I'm trying to jump off a building to get away from people and I miss my landing and fall to my death. That's very me. Or I shoot at someone and completely miss them when it's obvious I should hit them. But that's DayZ's addictive. So even when you're dying all the time, it's addictive. I love the game. Been playing for about 4.5 years now. And probably play about 30 hours a week. Roughly. On different servers. And tonight I just felt like running in the snow. just to cause myself more problem. I prefer survival servers, PvP servers, but certainly PvP with survival. I like the challenge of trying to stay alive without it being too easy. I realise now I need a knife, like, desperately. If we can get a knife, we can stay alive, because we've got rope. A knife and a chicken. We'll be fine. Ammo in it, keep it in our hand. I know that we could use these straight away to get our heat buff up, but 9 milli. That'll do. Now we can have a fire. We just need a chicken now. And we're cooking on gas. The chicken or the knife? Oh yeah, yeah. It is that DayZ question. I'll certainly give you that. I said we just need a chicken. We won't find one now. We both realise that. Oh, you're inside, are you? Okay. Now we need a chicken. Nothing will happen. Down here, if we survive. Up there somewhere is a well. And a chance for chicken spawn. Okay. Let's see. We've already got one of them. Hiking jacket is low insulation, otherwise it would have been great. You can eat what? Could I have done it? Could I have eaten that without getting sick? I had no idea. See? Where were we? We were down there, underneath there, and back there. Okay. What little do I know? Where was it? Somewhere down here, wasn't it? Shot through the window. We just picked up the 2-2. We'd come up this way. We were not in that house. We'd looked through there and seen a Z that was inside. We'd come over there, or we'll be further back. Okay, I didn't know that. We were further back. Body was next. Maybe we weren't that far back. We were here, weren't we? And we shot him. Then we ran out here. And he was inside there. Not anymore. Okay, that's life. Straight from TR's MZ running man. been in a couple of events with. I've been in one event with Running Man. When it comes to watching streamers, I tend to watch fresh spawns. They're my level of humour. Of big streamers, you know, the small streamers, people that I have as friends, I'll watch. One of you have food on you? No. How bloody surprising. I didn't know that. But that's the thing with DayZ. We learn all the time. I love it. I'm not saying I would test it, apart from an emergency. I remember somebody telling me, you can drink from streams as long as the water's fast flowing. I did it and I died of sickness. And they're like, oh yeah, it must have been a modded server I was playing. Yeah, it must have been. Yeah. Well is up there. There it is. Sometimes there's chicken spawn here. Guarantee there won't be today.
Hello? Are you friendly?
Hello?
Oh, come on. Really? I'm freshy.
I'm certainly not freshy and friendly. Need the zombies to fuck off so I can search his body and see if he had food on him. And also, he's got bones. And you know what bones equal? A hook. And I've got rope on me. And we're close to the sea. I think it depends what you're into. Yeah, you know. For me, it's fresh spawns. I really enjoy fresh spawns. But it's each to their own. We don't need that and that anymore. We don't need both of them anyway. We certainly need that. That's important. We could probably do the full stack of them on us. I'm running out of space to carry shit. What I need now is food. So that's going to be my priority now. Once we've dealt with the food issue. On here, it's not... We don't have the mouse survival. So I'm not going to get that problem still. I understand I've still got a heat problem, but now I find a fishing rod after we're actually going to have a look for a can of drink, because that would make life a lot easier. Right then, long stick. Can't you dig up a worm with? Oh, we can make a knife, can't we? The craft bone knife. There we go. So no frostbite to worry about on this server. Myself a little worm. Throw them away. Keep that. Take that. And that. No frostbite, a major result. I know. That's massive. We've got a fishing rod. That one. That one. I quite like sour. But fresh spawns of sour are the people I tend to watch. Obviously, Magic Merv, who you guys probably found me through, I'm guessing. Jag. I'll pop in and say hello occasionally. And then from my side, people like the Irish Goodnight, who I've been gaming with for like ever. And it didn't give us a bloody... Oh, now it's glitched. You stupid game. So the Kings of the Castle I did with sour. Oh, now it has really glitched. Yeah, I can't pick anything up. Gonna have to log out and log back in again. Give me a second. So the King of the Castle I did that I was on the winning team was when I was on the same team as Sour. I'd say that I won. I didn't fire a single round. I followed, helped find loot, handed over food. We won. Where area of the UK if we come? Southwest. I'm down in Exeter. And yourself? Are you UK? I'm guessing so. But I'm ex-forces, so I have sort of lived all over the Western world. Here and there. Right then. Let's do that fishing again, Sharby, without a problem. Essex. Okay. I don't think I've been up to Essex. Near Stansted. I know Stansted. I've flown out of Stansted. Long time ago. I think we flew Stansted to Berlin at one point. So they got survivor missions on here. No, it's not going to work there. Cookie's tip: never, mate of mine, Cookie, never do more than 5 or 6 circles before you move on. Try again. What do you reckon? Pair of boots? Fish. That will do. And we've lost our HUD. I love DayZ. There we go. Right, that needs to go on our back. That needs to come here. I'm gonna push into the woods. Cookie, no, Cookie, Dr. Cookie Monster. He's taking a break currently from DayZ, but him and I used to stream together all the time. We did a year of streaming 5 nights a week of DayZ, but he's taking a break because he's had enough of DayZ for a little while, and I get that. Gas. I get that completely. We'll get a long stick. Maybe somebody's raiding. I think someone's raiding. Might be about to get a shot. I love the crossbow. Merv taught me to love the crossbow. I was never a fan until Merv forced me to become a fan of it. Only for Zeds though. I don't think it's any use for people. No, I've played DayZ nearly solidly now for 4.5 years without any real breaks. But I also run a server, so do server work as well, which means that I'm not always gaming. But we do. I mean, I play Subsistence as well, another survival game. I play Grey Zone, as I said. Let's get out of here. Okay, you carry on. I understand everyone's into the football at the moment. Everyone apart from me. But yeah, no, I get that. The crafting part. Yeah, crafting in DayZ. The survival crafting building. I also play Scum sometimes. When I want to take a break from DayZ, when that happens, I tend to play Scum. DayZ on steroids. Don't like lights. That someone's dropped that as a come on, haven't they? Okay, yeah, 25 minutes to the airport, so my chat's all over the place. I'm not keeping up with it. I was staying clear of the lights. That I know I do it. If I'm armed and it's night time and it's the right server, I'll drop a glow stick and a tin of food on the ground and go and sit in a bush. And I don't have a problem with being killed when I'm a freshie. As we saw there, I killed that person pure and simply. I wanted their bones more than anything else. I wanted that fishing hook. Having a fishing rod in DayZ is food. And on my server, having a fishing rod is probably survival. On my server, what I do is I take out... Stay clear of that, it's industrial, don't need it. I take out most of the food. I nerf clothing. I get rid of all the rubbish items out of the game. I up the animals. I force people to hunt, shoot and fish to survive. I do that sort of shit, basically. It's not hardcore. It's still doable. It's not like cold like this, but it is a... You need to keep hunting to be able to eat. And and finding a tin of tack back is like endgame. And it's something that you store at base for emergencies. I also have traders that work with nails as a currency. So if you want a base build, you need to run to traders that aren't safe to use and sell shit to buy nail to get nails as your currency. Because in my head, if it's the end of the world and you've got a trader, what use is money? Whereas everyone would want a bit of security. So having some sort of base fits into my head, as long as it's hard to get. No, we're not armed at the moment, and we're not really wanting to be here. We want to make our way further down the map. But we have fished, which is good. Of course, the plus point of playing a server like this in winter is nighttime is nowhere near as dark. Also a negative. Especially on here where when I came on it was 50% full, roughly. And I'm sure a lot of them have bases and are geared. And obviously I am playing solo. But we'll keep pushing on. server restart, isn't it? I need to be in cover. So when we come back in... I hate that. That's bad editing. Pretty good. I can repair a few things, but I won't do it till after the restart. Yeah, I left the tape behind, didn't I? I was foolish. That's all right. It's life. We're just going to wait for the restart because there's no point moving on the ground. I don't know whether it's suddenly going to become daytime or... And we're not that far off the restart. Just allow me to check. So the other server we wanted to try is... They've updated dabs, so I might jump across and give that a go. It's still a snow server. So let's just jump out of here. And we'll jump across to that because I've got the mods downloaded. It's still a winter server, and it's they just replied to my Discord message and said we have updated it for you, which is what I wanted. Where are we? Low 0. Low 0. Yeah, low 0. There we go. Join. Okay, so let's try this one. Because this is the one I really wanted to try. Because they sell it as being a hardcore survival winter server. Rather than just a winter server. And I like that. So this will be even harder. Oh, well, I suppose it's damaged. We get food. We get a bandage. We have a few more icons to worry about because it's got Siberian on here, which I bloody hate. But they do give us a bang bang stick, but no ammo. Medical then. Oh, this is cold. This is like January cold. This is perfect. And all our clothes are ruined. Yeah, I heard a player as well. But I don't have anything to shoot with, so... Well, I don't have any bullets. Stuff to shoot with, no bullets. Walking Dead zombies. Okay. Running one. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm computer only. We had people on last night in chat that play on PlayStation. I think it's whatever you're used to, isn't it? I think all the mods help PC no end. It's frozen. So I'm scared. That's what's happened. It's mods like this that add to the immersion. But I like the fact on PlayStation, that person that did the server that gave you snow, brilliant. Modders are starting to think on console. Oh, they can break down doors. Very nice, was it? I mean, more of a challenge on here, that's for sure. You'll need a fire to defrost these cans of drink. Yeah, I can't use a console. So if I pick up a console controller, I just look at the floor and get shot. Basically, I've tried. That's not quite fair. When Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, I bought an Xbox Series X to play it because it wasn't on PC. I completed it, then took the console back and got a refund. I bought a PlayStation 5 last year, played it once, 6 months later sold it. It's not worth it for me. I tried. I keep trying and I'm like, no, there's no point. Because it would be cheaper. You know, the games might cost more, but I don't play a lot of games, so it would be a lot cheaper to play games on console. Dinner. Thing. Need to get you trapped against a fence, don't I? We need you to calm down. I waste so much calories getting to you. We might as well defrost the food once the server's restarted, and I'll defrost the drink, and then just drink this lot. Gloves and everything on here. Great, this is more like it. Far more survival. I don't like this mod. I've never put this mod on my own server. I think it makes things too difficult. I understand why people do like it, but for me it's a balance act. I mean, I've got about 10-ish players that play my server on a reasonably regular basis that like my level of hard. Hard for the first hour, and then as long as you've sorted your gear out, got some food, it becomes easier, and you learn how my brain works from writing a server. I understand what you're saying. So I'm so inept on computers. So I'm guessing you're saying the problem I have with a console controller is the problem you have with a keyboard and mouse. Would that be right? I think I'm 52 in 2 months' time, and I grew up. My first computer had a keyboard, so I've only really ever known gaming with keyboards, and then keyboards and mice. You know, I started off. I'm in the UK, so I started off with a BBC B, migrated into Spectrums, then Amigas, and then PC. And I flirted with consoles. I had a Game Boy when I was in the army back in the 90s, which I really liked. But I'm happier with the keyboard and mouse. But it would be so much easier to game on console. You know, you just put the game in and it works. If you've got a 4K TV and you've got a game that will run at 4K, you get the 4K game. You know, I had to go out and buy a better graphics card and a specialist monitor, and now that's ruined. Joy. There goes this life then. But after the restart, hopefully the sun will be up, and we now know what we're up against. We can die here. Try. Right, we'll wait for the restart. Then we'll go from there. If it's back up yet. Yeah, no then. So as with all survival servers of this type, it's about heat and food. Shooting players is secondary. And little tips to get around frozen food. So if you've got frozen water, so if we find a frozen water bottle and it's only half full and frozen, or anything full but not fully full and frozen, all we need to do is fill it with a well, and it will defrost the whole bottle. Then empty it, then refill with fresh water. Because they're using no mouse survival on here. I'm 56 or 57, depending on who you ask. Never played computer as I couldn't afford one, but consoles I would buy with my friend's housemate. I get it. I do get it. So I'm just waiting for the server to come back up. Consoles cheap. Games are expensive as a whole, but you can buy. There's a good second-hand market. PC, very expensive. Games are cheap, and lots of options. But it's hard to keep up. You know, my system, including 3 monitors, PC, chair, desks, because I've got 3 of them, microphones, stream decks, specialist keyboards, sound bars, and all that sort of stuff, hasn't been cheap. But I work, I'm single, I've got no other hobbies. I used to go out drinking and raving all the time when I was younger. I don't go out drinking anymore. The money I used to spend every weekend on alcohol is now probably spent on PC. And somebody said to me, and I'm probably with them on it, I work, where how I spend my money's up to me. It would be easier being a console player. Oh, come on, get the server back up. And you don't need to worry about it so much now, but when Frostline comes out, the new DLC for PC and console, I'm sure the same thing will work on that. And I think that's really good that you guys are getting Frostline as well. The fact that you're going to have the cold to worry about, it's going to be awesome. Oh, come on. Let's exit out. This is the longest server restart ever. Let's refresh that. It's going to check their server settings. I'm just waiting for the server to come back up. I can see it's there, but it's not yet refreshed. Just waiting for it to come back up. Come on. Oh, oh, oh. Keeps wanting to. The long restart. That's all right. I'm in their Discord currently chatting with the owner. Yeah, their server's taking a nap. That's how they've described it. The admin team are trying to solve it. When I first got the game, I didn't even know how to change my pants. I was on a PvE deathmatch server, PvE plus deathmatch server. Someone killed me, said this isn't PvP, came back in and found him hiding. DayZ is such a steep learning curve. It does very much. It's like, here's a game. What's the objective? Survive. Where's the training? There isn't any. Off you go. And that's their biggest strength and their biggest weakness. So a lot of players that might really enjoy it. Is the internet working? Yes, the internet is working. Unfortunately, the server I'm playing on is currently down. We're just waiting for it to come back up, and they're trying to fix it. But the internet is working. But also, it's their biggest strength because it means that players that stay with DayZ and keep trying and keep at it get it and enjoy it. So I'm just waiting for this server to come back up, and then we'll get back on. As the server owners rush around trying to solve it. Come on, give me my server back. I want to play it. Come on. We were just about to die in a loud and grotesque military manner somewhere, weren't we? For a lack of. Right, what should we do? Should we jump over to the other one? I don't know much about owning a server. What can you tell us? Oh, good. It's expensive. It's not. No, that's not fair. It's not stupidly expensive. Um, you, from a PC perspective, it's for me. It's about there's hundreds of servers out there that are identical, all trying to get the same player base. So I'm just answering there. So I try to set my server at a different type. So I make it a survival server, like these guys have on here, but not as cold. That way, I'm never going to get a full pop server. It's not going to happen. But the players I get enjoy that level. So it's about setting the mods right. I get about, as I said, about 10 people that play on a regular basis. I get about 30 people a week that join the server, play for about 10 minutes, and then leave, never to come back. Because they spawn in, they find out that their clothing's nerfed, that there's no food. I spawn them in with a fishing hook. There's no map. There's less weapons. There's hardly any ammo. They're not allowed to group up with people. Give me a second. I'm just going to put a link for the server owner who's going to drop me a follow. So I make a harder experience, and some nights I'll play that, some I won't. Okay, I think they're in the process of trying to restart. We should be in soon. They're just doing a manual restart on the server. So it's not a cheap option. It's not stupidly expensive, but it's time consuming. So I probably game, as I said, 30, 40 hours a week, but I'm also spending 20 hours a week building server. And where I've got the server now to where I want it, now I'm starting to plan the next build. So we're wiping at the end of August, so I'm planning now what mods we're going to have and starting to build the databases and doing all that stuff, as well as gaming and as well as streaming. So there's a lot of that sort of stuff that needs to be done. And they've manually restarted the server and it's back up. So we are joining again. The hunt for a knife starts. But I massively enjoy it. I enjoy giving back to the community. And I'm not an amazing player. I'm just someone that enjoys DayZ. I'm too old now to have quick reaction times. PvP now to me, if I can get a kill in, I'm happy. And I don't get that many in. Right, we're back in. The hunt for a knife starts. I'm a terrible player, but I still like it. And that's all that matters with DayZ. As long as you're enjoying and you're getting something out of it, what more do you want? Winter in Chernarus, yes, with Med Plus, a ruined knife, a box of matches, a gun with no ammo, and I'm scared of zombies. I'm not really scared of zombies, but I've never played with Med Plus before. I prefer it than Siberia, that's for sure. But it's certainly an experience. Yep, I know you're not well, character, and we're not going to get a fire lit on this life. We know that. So it's about dying somewhere that I might find my body. Go and die down here on the road. Jump across to my Discord in case anyone comes up with any problems on my world. But as I said, I like harder servers. I like a difficult challenge. I know where I am. It doesn't really help me. We need morning, and we need to find a knife earlier on. We need to get a fire lit quicker. We need to defrost food quicker. We need to think like Namausk, not think like Chernarus. And I need to stay clear of bloody zombies. There might be Walking Dead zombies, but they do knock down doors. Oh, hello. Welcome. Welcome. Not frozen. Get that down our necks. Hi there, Vezo. Frozen? No? Okay, I thought we had all our food was frozen. Maybe it's because it's been in our inventory for a while, it's defrosted. That's interesting. I think I'm drunk. Yeah, I'd say we were drunk. Yeah, we're drunk. And dead. A broken arm, was it? Okay, broken arm, drunk and dead. All in all, though, an experience. Let's try again. I'm liking this Med Plus. Just the right level of nightmarish. Broken arm, drunk and dead? Yeah. Right, let's try again. Don't want to be drinking that, do we? Yeah, I know we got all that wrong. A little bit laggy. But that's my fault as well. Oh, okay. I wouldn't say exciting. Death by everything. I'd like to say things will become easier when the sun comes up, but I don't know if they will. There it is. Where were we before we were rudely interrupted? We were going to make gloves. Dynamic then. Yes, certainly dynamic. Head wrapping. Face covering. Face wrapping. So yeah, think Namalsk, not Chernarus. There we are. That's the frostbite problem dealt with for now. Inventory sort out. That there. Knife up there. Bandages there. Cans of drink. That one there we will not drink unless it's an emergency. That one there we will drink now, if it will let us. So it's frozen. Matches. Let's go have a fire. That's got to be the next thing we do. Do I play other games online? No. And the reason I don't is, apart from Grey Zone occasionally, is when I stream other games, I lose people. I lose subscriptions that are here for DayZ. So I've learned not to. Right, we need to get warm. I've got matches. I don't really want to use. There we are. I'd rather not use my knife. House should have a fireplace. Just about. Close the door. Maybe not door closey on this one. Isn't there a fireplace about there? Yes, there is. So I did try streaming some subsistence, and people were watching it, but I then lost people that where is it? Oh, split it down. Who? Where's it put the other one? We've done that DayZ thing and just disappeared it. Okay. In which case we will get a fire going and warm up. Yeah, I would love to stream subsistence, but I'm not sure that that's a good idea. Get them defrosted, even though they say they are. And certainly that one. Get a heat buff. Ah, is it that one? Okay. That makes more sense. I get it now. I have to take my bag off to access my bag. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so it's a fear of losing subscribers because you're not streaming the game they want you to stream. And I've never been really a variety streamer. Potentially Grey Zone at some point because it sort of fits into the DayZ world. Maybe some rearmed, not rearmed, reforged on the fake DayZ 2 maps. Again, fits into that world. I wouldn't say armor because I'm a terrible armor player, and Subsistence is a great game that I suck at. Subsistence is an amazing game. I've been playing it since alpha. It's just a massively long grind, but the game is good. And I have a series that, because I work a long day on a Wednesday, I have a series that goes out on a Wednesday for it. That, not saying it's frozen, but it certainly needs to be defrosted somehow. But we'll go for the heat buff. So I record Tarkov. I'm terrible at. I own Tarkov. Grey Zone is my big one. If I can get Grey Zone to stream at 4K without stuttering, then I will put some Grey Zone content out sometimes. Because I really enjoy like the real world weapons and that side of it. Maybe that one there. I was hoping we could use it as a hot water bottle. Hoping too much, wasn't it, really? We can't drink because we got that in our hand, haven't we? There we go. I have to remember now that it's survival, survival. That one we're going to save and only drink in an emergency. Right. Move on. Now making more sense. Tarkov's an amazing game, apart from its, as you said, it's saturated, and I'm not very good at it. It's too shooty for me. I mean, not to say Grey Zone isn't, but Grey Zone is you against AI until you get into the end game area, realistically, or where other players are pushing into. And I do like Grey Zone. Something about it. But they've just got to optimise it a little bit better before I start playing it. Needs another couple of optimisation patches just to get it right for me. So our aim is stay clear of zombies. Search some of the houses on the outside skirts of town. Try and find our body. Because if we can find our body and it's still there, probably won't be actually. We've come over too far. We could have then cut ourselves up. Use a hot water bottle. Learning. So if you need to stay warm and you've got a piece of human meat, you could cook it till it was really hot and put it in your jacket. You're never going to eat it, but it's going to, the heat is going to radiate your body, and then each time that goes cold, then you re-cook it. Doesn't matter if it's burnt, as long as it's got the heat. It's the heat that you're after. Yeah, I prefer this in the mouse. I don't mind the cold. I don't mind what's happening out there. I just not a fan of the mouse. Now I know there's a well here, so we shall drink. Oh, and we'll wash ourselves first, because hey, it's a survival server and we need to have a wash occasionally. Could have really done with some soap. Craft an armband and hold it in hand to fix. Okay, I never knew that for a broken arm. Thank you. You're still there? So I didn't pick up on it earlier. Heard to have drunk from that, but hey. Remember rightly, if you're smelly, you attract animals and zombies? So going to a stream and taking your clothes off and washing makes sense. 30s, haven't we? So it's all about retaining heat. So, perfect world, we'd get the heat buff. You're a chicken. You need to find that chicken. He's that way. Not sure. DayZ surround sound ain't good. Okay. I'm not going to waste any more time. What if you stink? It is on modded servers. So this is a heavily modded server, which is why we could wash ourselves. On normal servers, it makes no difference. But I believe the mod is you have to wash yourself and you need to find soap and you get better level of cleanliness. So this has made it more survival. Petrol station for a lighter. We got matches, but there will be Z spawns in there. But they've put in some custom stuff. They put medical stuff in there, so that's probably worth popping into. You never know. So I'm just zooming in and seeing what I've got around. Obviously all the time looking for Zeds. All players. And all we're going to do is just search some of these outbuildings. We're not really armed for a fight. Good barn over there for shotguns sometimes, depending on how much they've altered the spawn. Don't get too close to the ship in Chernarus docks. Or do. Thank you. I like tips. Tips are good. I do the same for players on my server. Like, don't swim across the rivers in Livonia. Or do. When I first encountered your zombies that bashed down a door and I was trapped in a house and my character went into I don't know what the fuck is happening mode, I was like, this is awesome. I like your custom work. It's believable. Normal Goblin thing, not to search everything properly. I've got to learn to do it again. Hi, Willie. We're playing a more hardcore survival experience, which is why there's symbols everywhere. ballistic helmet. That's streamer loot. If I ever saw it on this server. Medical tents over industrial buildings. So we're looking for spare meds, but I don't want to attract the locals. What installation? Medium. Mine is low. Guess what? Bit less storage, but we'll take it. That down. Yeah, for the moment we'll carry it. I see you. Come in here and have a chat. You bastard. There we go. That didn't work out as well as I hoped. But it is nice to play something a little bit harder. Something a little bit more interesting. If players are interested, have a look for Below Zero. Certainly worth a go. If you like your DayZ challenging. And I like all variants of DayZ-ing. I'm happy with PvP. I'm happy. Apart from PvE, I don't do PvE. Guess what? You're gonna have to die. Whatever that syringe is, I want it. Used against a drugs overdose. Okay. See you, Mr. Zombie. That's what I wanted. Now we need to extract without getting tapped. Ah, okay, broken arm. Okay. I've got to get used to that then. How do I make a armband, you said? I certainly prefer this over Siberia. At least this is a bit more survivable. I say that very loosely. Siberian, whatever it's called. I really do not like that as a mod, but this is nice. I never survived this long with Siberian Project, so we're happy with this. Just got to learn how your server works. Okay, put it in your hand. Okay. Bandage arm. There we go. Thank you, DNA. Massively appreciated. Yeah, no, that makes sense. We put that down there, that up to there, that to there, that to there. I still want to carry that because you never know when it might be useful. Going to need a fire again. We have anything on there? Wear that, because if we wear that, then we've always got it if we need it. And I don't mind dying when I'm playing servers like this, because it's a learning phase, isn't it? You're learning how to play something different. And each life is just another learning experience. Arguably, I need a knife, a chicken, and enough rags to make rope, and then survival becomes reasonably easy. Because you can eat. Not easy, that's not a right word, but it becomes easier. I realise we're going to die, I don't mind. It's not an issue. I did say I wanted to play something a bit harder tonight than my normal run. So out to the chat or anyone watching this back as a VOD, in the description, not at the moment, but in the description once I cut it down, because I started off this stream on a different server because I couldn't get onto this server because Dabs needed updating. Thank you for updating it. I will put the description for this server if you like something a little bit different. And I know the guys that watch my stuff back like the more survival aspect of DayZ. So I'd certainly say this is worth a go. And whereas I won't, as we know with me, I won't play it every night. That's not me. I will be streaming this probably weekly. Especially when I want a different challenge. Rabbits and crows too. Don't know about crows. Rabbits I'm okay with. If it's standard, is it standard put the snare out, you'll catch a rabbit? Is it crows? Can you shoot crows, can you? It's amazing the amount of people I show the snare trap to, and they're like, really? You can catch rabbits in DayZ? Yeah. Yeah. I tend to live on fish though. We'll be playing for about another half an hour, guys. I have an early start tomorrow and a 15-hour day tomorrow. There we are, we're dead. That's all right, it's not bad. It's a learning phase. And then Thursday, I'm then on leave until Monday. I've got Thursday afternoon, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Back to work Monday. And I expect we'll get another run in on here, maybe Thursday evening. We'll see. I've got to do some work with DayZ Editor at some point. So I'll do a stream of that. There we are. That older joy of that. Oh, that's all right, it's life. Come on. Let me. Thank you. Stable connection. Right, we'll wait to get back in. Give me a second. I'll let it log me out. The joy of DayZ Editor, or however you're loading it. I think we're going to add this to the list of things that we stream weekly, especially when I want a more hard experience. There we are. Better, isn't it? We're outside. Things catch up. Go there. Does not like that area. We'll let it load in and we won't move anywhere. Let it load the data in. We're just going to sit here for the moment. Not do a lot. Let it load the assets in. Okay. This edit. Sure, this is a mod I've played. That's the kind of servers I like. Yeah. When we get you across to PC, this is going to be your sort of world, isn't it? 15 slots. Mine... I don't have one. I do now then. Yeah, I don't have gloves. I don't think I'll be rummaging anything on your server without gloves on. I have a feeling that rummaging without gloves might be a dangerous move. Yeah, Willie. When we get you on PC, I'll do all I can to help you. We'll find some servers that you can enjoy. We've searched down there. Yeah, we have. Once you come across, you get the basics. You play DayZ anyway. It's just a different world on PC. You know, it probably feels like a different game at times when you see things like this. Down to those medical tents then. And it doesn't need to run DayZ, doesn't need to be a state-of-the-art PC. Forget the fact that many of us, you know, I'm running at 4K on a Ultra PC. It does not need to be this sort of spec to run DayZ. You don't need to spend the earth to have DayZ looking good on a PC. I believe you are in my Discord, so if you ever want an idea of what spec you need, 4060 plays 12 gigs of RAM. Yeah, 4060 will be more than enough to play DayZ. 12 gig of RAM, it'll do it on 8. So yeah, it's fine. That'll be. It's weirdos like me that have top of the range specs. You don't need it. DayZ does not need that much horsepower. I mean, the code for DayZ is like, some of it's 11 years old. You know, yes, it will look better, but it doesn't look vastly better. You know, if I take it off Ultra, so we're now on, let's get somewhere safe to do this. Let's go and, yeah, that's what I meant. Let's, climb on a car and we'll have this conversation. I don't think they can climb on cars. They might be able to. So, so I'm now on video. So medium, medium, extreme, extreme, high, high, blah, blah, blah. So it's, yeah. So if I take this up now to object detail, to extreme, high, high. I don't need that. Don't need that. Low. We'll take that up. High. Water reflections. High. Do you want to discard them? No. Apply. Back. Continue. Okay, so that's a game roughly on high settings. Yeah? Now we'll go the other way. That's on low settings. So you don't need a state-of-the-art PC to get the same visual. Yeah? Let's see if we get an illness rummaging. There you go. And you're going to get more frames per second on lower settings, but don't let the lower settings put you off. And also with a 4060 with HDMI out, which you'll have on it, you could put it through a television. You wouldn't have to have a monitor. Yeah, we were going to get a cut eventually doing that. And I've only got all my state-of-the-art system because I stream at 4K. If I was just playing DayZ at 1440p, I wouldn't need half the hardware I run on. For me, I only have this hardware set up to run, as I said, 4K. We're going to die again. We know that. We've learnt a bit more. We've learnt slightly more. We wasted all that time. Oh, here we fucking go. Come on then. Who wants me first? Walking Dead zombies on here, some of them. White one's a bit better camouflage. But yes, you said it looks almost the same. So don't think you need a state-of-the-art PC to run DayZ. And you understand the basics because you're coming from a console. So you understand how to play DayZ. You know what you're doing. You've just got to adapt it to a different environment with different things. But the basics of what you do now is the same basics that you'll do on any PC DayZ server. How to survive is how to survive. It's all the extra stuff that becomes fun. Police damage, low. Shirt. So I now need a new pair of gloves and a face covering. So hand covering, because we don't want to get frostbite. We've probably got by now. That done. Now we need to cover our face. No, get the face, head wrapping, feet, face. That's covered. But it won't be a late stream tonight. I've got, as I said, an early start tomorrow and a long day. Wednesdays I get up at 5. I start work at 7:30. I don't get home sometimes till 10 o'clock at night. Just goes with the nature of the job, and I don't mind because you take the bad and the good together. It works for me. I'll get trapped against that thing. Oh, you. Not going to work. Too late. Oh, bloody game. Too late. Slightly better clothing. Give it that. Wait for the server to sync. How was work today, Willie? You still getting on with that house? Stay clear of that Z for the moment. Too many Zeds. Bypass this place. I got prepped, cleaned and ready to spray tomorrow and brought 25 gallons of paint and primer today, spraying in the morning. There you go. Soon have it done. Wow. Now we just need to get something on our head. Why am I climbing when I could have walked through the fence there? That was a bit stupid, wasn't it, Goblin? We had a base. That would be very nice. We don't. Our boots are badly damaged. They're badly damaged, but unfortunately, no boot repair kit. We might need to swap our boots over. Go to the PD. Oh, the well there as well, isn't there? Oh, and you've got first aid tents there. Okay, that makes sense. My first death in DayZ was on that there. Strange PD. Someone's been putting scaffolding on it. Hello, Mr. Officer. You. I'm not sure the PD was the best idea. I like what you've done with the place, though. I think someone's been setting the internals of rooms. I like that. Appeals to my very sick sense of humour. Broken arm again. How surprising. Got to get used to having a broken arm. It's a whole new world. Not going to end well. Grass growing on the roof. Yeah, love it. DayZ textures. having an escape route out the back makes a lot of sense. That's a nice PvP exit. PD makes sense then. Chance of a shotgun. Hello, Mr. Chicken. Yeah, I know you got a cold, mate. DayZ, live with it. I love the fact you spawn in stuff so badly damaged. Awesome. It's a good little setting on the server. It feels more end of the world. Go drink from the well. I might need to wash before I can drink. Which is why I'm defrosting cans of drink next to the fire. Don't think we can plate them straight on this one. But we'll eat first. I need to get a heat buff on there. I need to get a little plus symbol. Which is why I'm not eating it straight away. I want the extra warmth. And then I'll eat from that end. I'm going to take my shamag off to eat. Oh, got to wait for it to cool down. The mouse in it. So keep that on for the moment. That's got to get down below 60 or 50, something like that, before you can eat it safely. Plus symbol, which is good. I'm going to not risk it at 60 because of my health. We hold it out and it's still got smoke. It's too dangerous to eat, supposedly. I'll take shamag off. I don't think it makes any difference anymore, does it? Because okay, so you've got to be closer to fire on this one. Okay, that's fine. We'll know it for future. Well, I hate the mouse, but I don't mind the mechanics on other maps. It's weird, isn't it? Beautiful. Yeah, I'm not going to drink that one. We'll try that one when we get there. It is. Thank you. Yeah, that one makes me drunk, though, I believe. The struggle continues. Make one knife. That's too precious to me to be rummaging. I'll show you the problem on here for drinking at the well. Because of the type of server it is, things are slightly different. Depending on the situation. Might work this time, you never know. So, we'll get Shemag off. Okay, we can drink, or we can wash ourselves. We'll drink. So about another 10 minutes, guys. That'll take me up to 10 o'clock UK time. About right. I'm going to put my mouse head on now, which means I need a fire every 10 minutes. My guy is thriving. Yeah, it's what it's as with DayZ. Once you learn how a server works, that's half the battle. And we all write servers slightly differently, don't we? So once you learn how the server team or the server owner has written their server, and what mods they put on and what direction they're taking, it becomes a lot easier. But I've got to put my mouse head on, which I'm not used to having on, which is, you know, fire every 10 minutes. Are we January cold or December, November? Or is it, have you done custom cold for summer? It feels probably December, because I'm not dying of the cold every 2 minutes. Maybe November. But it's certainly not September cold where you can just survive happily. Okay. So, I like what you've done. I really do. I really do. I have a little survival server, nothing like this. That I run, and I've been running servers on and off for quite a while, but it's a small little survival server. It started off as somewhere for me to stream on, but I wanted it public so I'd get a chance of having PvP. But I really enjoy it. I love making servers. Really enjoy doing the back end stuff. But it's nice just to come on someone else's work and play it. So I'm really impressed with what you've done. But you have to be some sort of sick individual to want to play these, the more survival orientated servers. It ain't everyone's cup of tea. Oh, hello, Mr. Zombie. I hear you. Oh, you're a runner. So I have a Livonia server, and I wanted to channel my players, because so my player base wanted vehicles, and I'm not a vehicle fan in DayZ, never have been. So I blocked off the bridges, only leaving one of them accessible. But because Livonia has a big bloody river, I wanted to cause problems in the river, so we have crocodiles on it. Okay. And I love Livonia. I really enjoy Livonia. But I'm getting ready for a wipe now. End of August, I'm on leave. So end of August will be my next wipe. So I'm now starting to get stuff ready for the next wipe. So it's nice to just jump on and play sometimes. And I tend to wipe 4 times a year. Do things slightly differently every time, but I nerf. So my version of survival is I nerf the clothing, so you've got less slots. I take all food out of the game, so you have to hunt, shoot, and fish to survive. But I give people a fishing hook to start them off. We have sleep mod in there. I don't have the meds like you have here, but I like this med pack. I'm going to have to look into it. I don't know whether my players would like it, but I do like it. It's just about the right level. Yes, I've never done that, but I agree. Livonia is a beautiful map. It's a beautiful survival map. Really nice survival map. But no, I like some of the stuff you've done on here, and I like playing survival servers. You know, that's why I have one. I do weird shit. So my weird thing that I really like is I've never been a fan of traders in DayZ because I don't see a point of having money at the end of the world. So my traders use nails as currency. And there's a lot less nails in the world. So if people want to base build, they basically have to run stuff to the trader and sell it for next to nothing and save their nails up until they can get a door in. Which I find amusing. I don't know if my players always do. Which then made more sense to me. And also that I don't have traders sell everything. And you can't buy your way to victory. And for people that don't want to base build, they don't need to go near a trader. Also, traders aren't safe zones. No way. Never. Never going to happen. The only thing the trader is a no build zone. I let my players build anywhere. You know, I'm under the impression that if you let players build where they want to, if they build in the wrong place, other people on the server might sort the problem out. But mainly I have players, which I'm sure is something you experience, players joining your server, playing for 5 minutes, and you never see them again. Because they just don't get it. And then you get other people that join and they become dedicated to it. But I enjoy this. This is nice. This is a nice level. This is not too difficult that it becomes impossible. Yeah, there you go. And that's how it should be. Your trader is a... Sell pelts makes sense. Because I have crocodiles on Livonia, they can sell the teeth to the trader. If things are hard to get, then the trader will buy it. For not a lot. I'm glad you think like that. I find it amusing. But again, it feels end of the world. Right, guys, I'm going to be logging. As I said, I've got an early start and a long day tomorrow. So we're going to get in a somewhere to log out. And we shall continue this adventure at a later date. As I said, it might be Thursday, but it's more likely to be sometime over the weekend. this could be a Saturday night server. Let's find ourselves somewhere to log out for the evening. If you decide to hop back on a continuous live, beware of AI at Helly's, Tissy and okay. Thank you. I will continue. I'm going to play the server 100%, but it won't be an every night thing. It'll be probably once a week that I'll come on and continue with the life and carry on. Night Willie, thanks for watching. Sorry it's not a longer one today, but as I said, I've got an early start. I've really enjoyed it, really enjoyed it, and I will be back streaming it every time and playing more. I think we need to get more players on here because it's a nice survival server. You've done well. Really impressed. Thanks, guys. I will see you in the next one. Remember, if you've got a goblin in your sights, miss.